Hi teacher, how are you? Good evening. My name is Harjinder Singh and my student ID is 224776783. I'm going to discuss about the implementation of the simple sortation the task 3.1, which is for discussion. So this will be I demonstrate with the video like a generic data structure called a vector T and multiple sorting algorithm. So we will start with the vector T class overview with the reference as well. So the first they implemented a generic class vector which is work similar to the dynamic array. So dynamic array is we throw the argument to null, then throw the argument of the range expectation, then we throw the new argument expectations which is store the element into the private array called data and automatically resize when it's needed. So the next key point is the class, the property, the count number of the implementation, the current stored capacity, the total size of the internal array. So this help manage to memory efficiency. So when we needed to into the add like method into insert a new elements, if there is error is full, so it call extend data, which is increase the capacity by creating a large array copying element. So then we move to the comparison. So if int is equal to index plus 1 plus index plus num plus 1 1, so the array will be 1. So if we suppose to int is j is equal to I minus 1, so while the index is compared to compare array, the key is greater than to 0 because of array, because array will be plus j plus 1. So this is called add method. So when we insert method, so when we use insert method, the insert method allow inserting an element at a specific index. It shift element to the right, make space, then place to the new value. So when argument is ranged, so compare default index num, compare array main index, so then it come to sum. So in the result of array is equal to mindex to equal to temperatures. Then if we want to remove at, so the default capacity count capacity index private void method element. So into the search method, so when we search method, index of return, index of element contain, check if element is exist. These used to linear search. Sorting vectors is default, sorting vector is custom compare based sorting, external algorithm via sorter. This design allow flexibility and follow the strategies pattern. So then we have a bubble sort. So the compound uh, so count capacity is extended data default capacity. So again is int I equal to count, I is greater than the index and I is minus into the data. So is data I equal to data I minus 1 equal to, so this count of the public void clear. So this is the coordinate between the data and I and count. So then I will jump to the another task like reference inserting build to sorted array element at time. Each element is inserted into the correct position by shifting large element. Key point is efficient for small and nearly sorted data. Time complexity and stable sorting algorithm. Append is equal to, again we follow up the same method when we counting and discounting, and is equal to ara sort data equal to 0 count. So when we compare with null, the ara sort data is 0 equal to count else. So mainly we use array to count data to compare as well. So when we use public void, which is to the shorter algorithm as a compare with the algorithm equal to null. So this is a fallback to the default sorting. So when we default sorting, so this method we use for default sorting. So when we custom the algorithm, in the end, it handling the error which is a null error check index and overall. The conclusion in this task about here I will be about here. The generic programming is multiple sorting algorithm, dynamic data, structure design, clean and reusable architecture. Thank you, teacher.